I looked busy. I built nothing. For a full season at a company in Pittsburgh, my calendar was packed. Real projects, real output, the kind of work that gets you noticed. And the one thing I actually wanted to build for myself hadn't moved in months. Not because I was lazy, because I was busy. Busy was the cover. If your calendar's full and your own idea hasn't moved in a year, stay with me. Busy is just really good camouflage for not deciding.